Expectations around customer service are changing. People no longer want to press 25 different buttons before speaking to a human being. They don't want to be transferred multiple times, and they definitely don't want to repeat themselves over and over again. The customer experience has to change to become seamless, personalised and better informed. We caught up with Kindzierski, VP of Solutions and Capabilities at Hinduja Global Solutions, to find out how.
A lot of organizations have that challenge because if you think about it, not only do you have multiple different devices, but now you have multiple different channels. You have departments inside an organization that are operating in silos, not talking to each other. And then you have multiple different IT technology systems that are either legacy or not integrated. Customers at the end of the day really want organizations they do business with to truly know who they are. Not only what they've purchased in the past, but how they like to be communicated, when they like to be communicated with, what warranties they may have on a product, or what their loyalty status is, or even one step further, how influential they are in social media. By knowing those data points, again, it makes for a better overall customer experience because it can be very personalized and targeted. Different generations have different communication preferences. I am not a fan of email at all. In fact, if you looked at my inbox right now, you'd see I have about 20,000 emails in there that I have not checked. But if you were to text me, I'm going to respond back instantly. So knowing how your customer wants to be communicated is really, really key in capturing that. We now have the ability to do social profiling. So what that means is all it takes is a first name, last name, and an email address. And companies now have the ability to go out and scour the social media landscape. Those 250 million blogs and 6 million discussion forums and photo sharing sites, video sharing sites, wikis, Q&A sites, basically uncovering demographic info, everything there is to know about that particular customer. And so tapping into that type of social data and applying it to your CRM systems, it can present a lot of cross-sell opportunities and upsell opportunities that will allow customer service teams to be more proactive. I came across a statistic from Gartner that said that by 2016, 89% of companies plan to compete primarily on the basis of customer experience. 89%. So customer experience really has become the differentiator. Before analytics, the only way to really understand the voice of the customer and what they were saying was to listen to every single phone call, read every single chat transcript or email or social media post. Now with speech analytics, basically what's going to happen is behind the scenes you have these analytical tools that are analyzing that voice of the customer, and they're going to take all of those phone calls, they're going to transpose them into text. They're going to apply text analytics to them. And now I'm going to be able to know that out of my 500 phone calls yesterday, 400 of them were negative. Out of those 400 negative phone calls, 390 of them were about baby stroller merchandise. Okay, I've identified a problem. So your voice of the customer becomes a lot clearer. You now know where to focus your resources and your attention. So it's a matter of first analyzing, for example, the top reasons that people reach out. Why are they calling in? Why are they emailing? Why are they reaching out on social? What are those reasons? So if you discover that the top reason people are reaching out is because they're having a hard time hooking up your product. And from there, you can create a how-to video that you put up on YouTube. Probably a top reason that people reach out to McDonald's are to discover what the nutrition facts are. So if I could text that company's 800 number and then type in, what's the nutrition facts of my Big Mac, and then instantly have that pop open and respond back to me with all of that information right there on my mobile device, that's pretty awesome. At the end of the day, experiences aren't logical. They're emotional. And companies have to start thinking about those emotional triggers along each stage of that customer journey. A really good example is I was talking with GM, and they made the comment, cars aren't our assets. customers are our assets. You know, customers have a louder voice today's day and age because of social media. They have the ability to review us, and they are. And so how do we change that experience? So everyone really, I think, has finally seen the light and understand that it's not just about cost. It's about what can we do to reduce effort, to make it easy, be available 24/7, 365, always on. How do we understand what the voice of our customer is? How do we capture that feedback, give that feedback to the right department inside an organization?